Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Becky and I post here on YouTube twice a week, sometimes 3 times, sometimes once, depends how much I'm editing, whatever, at the time. But I post every single day over on Instagram, so if you want to see a bit more of me, you can find me there too. I post fashion, lifestyle, puppy pictures, selfies, lingerie, all that kind of stuff. All the good stuff, so I would love to see your faces over there too. So to address the kind of elephant in the room, or the room itself I guess, we have finally moved, we're in the middle of it, so we're still like missing loads of stuff and we still have some moves to do and stuff, but we're in the progress finally, which after so long of like struggling to try and get an apartment is so exciting. I'm going to film a apartment tour probably next week. We still have stuff to move over, so it's not finished and things are still a little bit messy in some places and things like that, so I'm gonna film that probably next week and that will be uploaded soon. But for now, here's a little sneak peek, and there are a few more pictures on my Instagram if you want to have a look there. But yeah, I just thought that I would mention that because I'm obviously in a completely different place. We're not in Wales anymore, we're back in England after nearly 5 years in Wales, which is mental. But yeah, anyway, I'll talk a bit more about that in my apartment tour video, and kind of talk about those things there a bit more. So today I'm going to film a little makeup tutorial. I'm getting ready to shoot some Instagram pictures and I have some new in makeup, so I thought that it would be nice to just do it on camera and show you guys some of the new stuff that I have. I am so excited because HQ Hair have gifted me some makeup items and I'm so excited to show you them. So here they are, and I'm going to go through them in a second and try them all out, give you kind of a first impression. Loads of my makeup is like running low at the moment, so I'm so excited to have some new bits in and use something that is not the scraggly end of a tube. I'm going to go ahead and pop on a little primer. I've already washed my face and moisturized and everything, so I'm just going to pop on some primer, and I'm going to put the links to everything in the description box. So anything that you guys would like to try out, you can find links down there. And if I remember, which I say this a lot and then I forget, if I remember, I will put in what color, like shades stuff I'm wearing too. So the first new thing that I'm trying today is the Total Perfecting Blender. This is from Ecotools. And I'm really excited because I've never had like a nice makeup sponge. I just buy like really cheap ones in the pound shop or Primark or whatever. So I'm really excited to try it and see how it is. It is 100% vegan and it is like PETA approved. It's recyclable packaging. The paper bit of it is made without trees. Don't know how that works, but that's kind of cool. And it reckons it has 50% better application than the leading like prestige sponge. So let's open it up and give it a go. So then this is how it looks, and on one side it's got a really big flat bit, and on the other side it's got like a little one. So you can use the different sides, and then you've got like the standard round bit at the bottom. I'm gonna go wet it because I just feel like it doesn't soak up as much product when they're wet, and then your makeup lasts longer. So yeah, bye. So I've wet it and I've like squeezed out as much of the water as possible, and you can see if I put it next to the packaging, it's gotten quite a lot bigger. I like that though. I like it when they get bigger because it covers more of your face. I don't know. And then as well today I'm trying out the Max Factor X Miracle Second Skin Foundation. It is a hybrid foundation and it has like a moisturizer in it as well. So I guess if you wanted to, you could probably skip the moisturizer, but I put it on anyway because I have really dry skin today. So I'm going to put it straight on my face. I know this is like really frowned upon by makeup artists, but that's how I like to do it. And then I'm going to pat it in. That's such a good match for my skin color. Like you can barely tell where it was. I don't like to put a lot of foundation on anymore. I used to like put so much on and try and cover my face and completely like make it one solid color. But I just don't like that look anymore, and I feel like I prefer a quite glowy kind of look in comparison, and I'd rather kind of put less on and let a bit more of my skin come through. So I just put like the most of it in my T-zone, really. Is that my T-zone? Like my forehead and my under eyes. And then spread a little bit throughout the rest. Sorry, my mirror's right next to me. Spread a little bit throughout the rest of my face, so you get a much more natural coverage. It looks so glowy there already. I really like how glowy that is. I'm really into glowy makeup at the moment. I used to be 100% matte. I wanted to be no shine, look like a Barbie doll. And recently I just don't like how fake that looks. So I'm going to put a little bit more under my eyes because I'm not going to use any concealer. I like this sponge and how close it gets into your eyes. I feel like it's so awkward to use rounded sponges when you're trying to do foundation under your eyes. I can't get over how good of a match that colour is on the foundation and how pretty it looks on my skin. I love how well that colour matches my skin. I can't get over it. And that glow like along my cheekbone is so pretty. It's such a it feels really lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel like you've put loads of makeup on, which is so nice for a foundation. Because you know those ones that are really, really heavy and you can just feel it and it like feels uncomfortable all day that you're wearing it. I hate that. But yeah, it feels really lightweight and the colour is so pretty. And then the other thing that I got from HQ Hair is this set, and it's like a sculpt and shine set or something like that they call it. I'll show you them individually, but they came together as a set. You can buy everything individually as well, but the only thing with the set is that the colors are set. So like you don't get to pick your colors if you order the set, but then if you order them individually you can. So bear that in mind, but you do save money if you order a set. So the first thing of those I'm going to use is the Gel Sculpt, and this is like a contour stick. So this is in the shade Silhouette, and looking at on the website, I'm not certain that this color is going to work for me, but I'm going to give it a go, because here it looks quite light, but there you can see it's like really dark. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit on. I'm just going to put it like under my cheekbone here. I don't really bother with contouring anywhere else. And this is like a gel, so it's a really strange consistency. It looks like it's going to be a hard foundation, but it goes on your skin really nicely. I'm going to have to look in the mirror to do this bit. I thought from the colour of that in the tube, it was going to be really, really dark and I was going to really struggle. That's actually blended in really nicely. I'm just using the other side of the blender than the one I put my foundation on with, in case you're wondering why I'm using the same thing. I'm gonna do the other cheek. That's so weird how it's blended out into nothing. Like not nothing, but like there's no harsh line or anything. I feel like that's a really nice kind of gentle contour for like summer months where you don't want as heavy makeup. That's so pretty. I hate having a really, really heavy contour. I feel like it just, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of heavy makeup anymore. I'm over it. Watch, in 2 months I'll be like, I love heavy makeup again, woo! The next thing I'm gonna try is the Mascara powder blush in shade Hussy. Again, this looks quite dark, but I don't know how it's gonna go on the skin now because the last one looked really dark, but it wasn't. So I'm gonna use my Ecotools powder brush. All my makeup brushes are Ecotools actually, which is kind of why I chose the Ecotools sponge, just so they'd match. And then I like to kind of put my powder where I used to put contour and kind of contour a bit with blush instead. I feel like it just looks a bit more natural and a little bit more kind of flushed kind of look for the summer rather than a very heavy contour. And again, the color looked so dark, but it's got on really pretty actually. I literally like tapped the brush in here though, and you got so much on the brush, so I had to tap it off on my leg. Or maybe it would be a more intense color if you put a lot on, but obviously I only put a little bit. And there's not really any fallout in the pan either. Like there's a little on the sides, but not too much. That's quite cool. And then the next thing is the Mascara Beyond powder. I am so excited because I used to have this in this shade as well, and for some reason I just freaked out about how gold toned it was, and all of a sudden at one point I became really scared of using gold toned highlighters, so I got rid of it But now I'm really into gold tone highlighters, so I've got this new one. It looks quite white, but it is quite gold on the skin, and it is the Beyond Powder in Oh My God, or OMG, I don't know how you're actually meant to say it, and it is so pretty. I first saw this in a what's it called, in a shop in Dubai airport, and literally thought about it for months, because at that point I was a student and I couldn't just go out and buy it because they're about £40 if you buy it separately. So I thought about it for so long before I bought it, and then I got rid of it for some reason, but it is so pretty. I chose to get some Illamasqua makeup because I love how kind of they're so inclusive with their stuff, and they have really great shade ranges. So I felt like they were a really nice company to support, and also their makeup is always absolutely incredible, so you get a win-win. You're supporting someone good and you get good stuff. And just look at that highlight. I mean, the foundation did a lot of the work too, but look at that. And it looks quite like blinding while it's in direct sunlight there, but then obviously you can see it's also quite natural as well, and it doesn't look really intense. So it is a really pretty one. Yeah, I couldn't recommend it more. And obviously, because I've had it before, I know that the wear on them is really good as well. It lasts a really long time and doesn't really fade throughout the day, which is so annoying. So yeah, obviously that is everything for my kind of skin routine, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of eye makeup on now as well. I've been using this Glossier Boy Brow. Look at the state of the packaging. That's how much I've been using it. I got this for Christmas. My grandma bought me a bunch of Glossier stuff. Sorry, I'm gonna need to look in the mirror. My grandma bought me a bunch of Glossier stuff for Christmas, and this has been like my favorite thing. I don't really love the whole laminated brow look on me. It just doesn't work very well for me. But I do like to brush them up slightly, just so they're a bit fluffier. And then I think they look so pretty like that and so natural. I've just smudged up there. And I like to put one layer on and then kind of leave it to dry, and then I pop another one on. And while it's drying, I use the brow flick to kind of color in the edges. So over here, I kind of give myself a little, what's it called? Tail on the eyebrow. And kind of fill in the arch a little. And then in here, I like to put like a few like little lines upward. And then I just kind of like brush them out with my finger so they're not as dark. I don't know if that one's coming out. And it just kind of softens it a bit. I just love softer makeup so much recently. I just feel like it suits my face more. My eyebrows look a little crazy on camera now. They look a bit too dark. But in person, they're not. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. Just cope with it. Then I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeliner with my Naked palette. I don't like eyeliner at the moment. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know who I am. Sound the alarm. Becky is missing apparently. So anyway, I've been trying to do like a bit of a brown liner with eyeshadow recently. This is my Naked 3 palette. It is so old. My dad bought me this when I was in college. I should have probably thrown it away a really long time ago, but I love it, and I don't really do eyeshadow very much, so it's lasted ages. So I take the dark side color from there with a little brush, and I just kind of line the outer edge of my eye a little bit into like the middle, so you can see there like that much, and then I just kind of drag it out. Because I don't wet the brush or anything, so it's not a very intense color. It's just kind of a smoky, kind of barely there line, which is how I really like it at the moment. So you just get that little bit of something And then I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And then next I'm gonna do eyelash curling. I'm really, oh my gosh, I've been looking for this. This is my spare car key. I've been looking for that for like a week. I was really into having eyelash extensions before we went into lockdown. But now that I've not had them for so long, I'm like, oh, my eyes feel so free. So I think that after lockdown, I might try a lash lift instead. Has anybody had one? Can you please let me know in the comments whether you've had one and whether you liked it? Because, I don't know, is it actually going to do anything? Am I actually going to see a difference? Or am I just going to pay and nothing happen? I don't feel like I have like many eyelashes to start with. So like, what is there to curl kind of thing? I have this Next mascara that I bought a few months ago. No, longer than that, probably around Christmas. I should probably replace it by now. And I've been using it for months though, and I really, really like it. I've had so many like designer mascaras, like YSL ones. I've had the Better Than Sex one. I've had like most of the like really popular ones that everybody talks about. And this one is my favorite one that I've ever tried. I feel like it just makes my lashes look so long and just doesn't make them look clumpy at all compared to other ones, which I feel like they just make them look thicker by making them clumpy, which is, it's not the one, sis, it is not the one. I'm messing everything up today. I've just got that all over my under eye. I read this tip online though that apparently you're meant to wait for it to dry and then brush it off, and then it won't smudge your makeup. I pre-filmed so many videos before we moved, which actually, again, like I'll talk more about this in my apartment tour, but we didn't realize we were moving until basically we were moving. So it was kind of a lucky coincidence that I'd filmed loads of videos before we moved. But it means now that I haven't filmed in so long that I just feel like I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to act on camera. Like, I don't know. I feel like sitting and filming in front of a camera is so weird. Like, it's weird enough. But then if you kind of take a break from it for a while, it feels even weirder. I don't know, I can't really describe it. Like, it's so weird the first time, and then you kind of get used to it. And then you take a break, and it's weird again, as if it's the first time. I don't know, I feel awkward today, is what I'm basically trying to tell you. But it's not coming across very well, it's coming across very awkwardly, and kind of just proving my point for me. And then, now that that mascara is dry, I'm gonna rub it off. I think you're meant to do this with like a Q-tip as well. But, like I said, moving, I don't know where any of our stuff is, so. And then normally I use this Glossier lip gloss like every day basically. At the moment I don't like wearing lipstick anymore, and this is the Glossier clear transparent lip gloss. But at the moment I have so many boo-boos on my lips from, I think, stress. I've been like chewing them, and you can see like I have dry lips on the side and cuts in the middle and at the top. So I'm wearing just Carmex every day at the moment. I've talked about this before, but it is like my absolute go-to when I have bad lips, and I just like to use the cherry one, and generally it clears them up in a few days if I'm consistently putting it on. I'm not very good at being consistent though, so that's the problem. That's why they're not getting any better than Bex. So yeah, that is my kind of glowy summer makeup routine. Obviously I've tried out some new products today, so there are a few products that are new, but normally I would do the same routine just with different makeup. So it is basically the same. So I really hope that you guys like it and you liked kind of seeing it. Like I said, I'm going to put all the links and shades and everything in the description box below. So if there's anything you want to try out, go and check it out down there. Thank you so much to HQ Hair for sending out so many lovely items. I'm going to be doing as well soon a hair care routine slash hair care review sort of thing. I haven't quite decided exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to review some hair care from them soon on here as well. So if you're into that, then keep your eyes peeled, and that will be coming soon. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.